We need this.
Focus. Teacher would.
Here we go.
When I was in school, they said I couldn't focus. Teacher would look at me like I was hopeless. Graduated and my eyes
open.
Coach said that you had to be chosen. I believed till I looked at Moses. Then I went to read by David and Saul. It ain't about if you gonna be chosen.
It's about if you gonna answer the call.
When I was in school, they said I couldn't focus. Teacher would look at me
like I was hopeless.
Graduated and my eyes
open.
Coach said that
you gotta be chosen.
I believed till
I looked at Moses.
Then I went to read by
David and Saul.
It ain't about if you
gonna be chosen. It's about if you gonna answer the call.
When I was in school, they said
now, bro, what, David? You saw this? Hey, yeah, it's okay if you miss some of the stream. It'll be up and you can run it all back. What I want to say is, what I love about Caleb, bro, and when I hear all his songs, is he's incorporating these. I call them Bible bars. I like calling them Bible bars, but he doesn't make it sound corny, you know? He doesn't. He really doesn't, and the way he brings it up is in a good light. And this is the clip I was trying to talk about earlier, but a lot of y'all weren't in here. And look, this is what I want y'all to hear, because now we have more people. Listen to this. This is what I want to get at.
Oh, like, what would you say to challenge the idea of, like, someone is like, yeah, Christian rap is corny?
Then change the narrative. I used to care. Like, it used to bother me.
Yeah.
And people would be like, oh, it's corny. Because then I thought they wouldn't want to listen to me. Like, I remember I went to, like, an NBA practice, and I was passing out my mixtape or whatever, and then they like, someone was like, oh, he's a gospel rapper, and then people were like, you saw him like put the CD down, like, nah, I'm good, I don't want to listen to this. And that used to bother me, but then I just realized, like, no, wait, let's change the narrative. Like, let's make it to where they won't be able to say that. So now if they're like, Christian rap's corny, nah, because there's a few of them, man, like that are not, like, you know what I mean? Just change the narrative so people. Because that's what people have done with sports. It's like no one was checking for golf, and then Tiger Woods comes along. It's like, oh, golf is kind of cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all you got to do is, man, just change that narrative instead of like buying into it.
Oh, like, what would you say to challenge?
All right, and that they tripping. CHH is fire. That's what I'm trying to get at, be for real. And I think Lecrae brought a good point. It's like, let's change that narrative where it's like, y'all want to talk bad about our music, like. Our sound, maybe the old days I could say that, but guys, I think this new wave, man, we just highlighted so many artists that a lot of people haven't heard of, and they need to hear them because I think it would change their life and give them an alternative to that secular music that they can't stop listening to. I know that's what really drove me down was, like, I struggled with that. Like, I couldn't, when I wanted to start living for the Lord, I couldn't get off of that secular wave because I was like, bro, I make rap. Like, I want to listen to these secular artists. And it's like, no, bro, I got guys for you. I felt guys say that. Like, I got guys walking that walk. Go tap in with them. I felt that. And when I tapped in, I'm not going to lie, I really felt my ministry like, you know what? Let me highlight these guys. Let me talk about them. And we just talked about them for an hour and 20 minutes on stream. Now we got a Discord, and I'm like, I'm so thankful to God for that. Like, he really brought me out of that place. So now I want to just help people get out of that place. I want to help them, like, get out of that dark, sinful world and get into the light of, like, okay, we have guys that are living for the Lord. Don't make that excuse that you don't have guys, because there are guys. Yeah, David, it's hard. Facts, bro. It's really hard. And I understand a lot of people go through this, bro. I really do. Praise God. What's up, TV? What's goody? What's goody? And that's what I'm trying to harp on is, like, let's remember, like, we have guys. Whenever we go in the car and we're with our boys, we got some guys we can put on. We got MTM Isaiah. We got 350. We got A3. We got Caleb Mitchell. We got Christopher Sincere. We got KC. We got Bats. I'm trying to think who I didn't say. We got a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the up-and-coming ones. We also got the top 10 that we did the other day. And I missed out on some, like Tori Deshawn and some other good ones. We got a lot of artists, and that's what I want this channel to be, of highlighting those guys, highlighting them, and giving them their flowers because they're amazing. Now, what I'm going to do for the remainder 5 minutes. You said Hovey was the one that drew you into CHH. Yeah, bro, I ain't going to lie. Hovey was a a big part of that for me too. Hovey performed at my college, guys. You want to know some conviction? Let's get into that. David, you brought up a good point. I was living for the world making cussing music, right? Not cussing music. Let me take that back. Secular music. I was never cussing, but I wasn't talking about the best